And if I took a loss, I'm a boss in my hood. Oh. I'm sounding like I'm Ross in the hood. Double cross me, I leave you on the cross in the hood. I'm good, I got new money. Hey, what's good, my peoples? I'm back with another banger. All right, on the left we got the retail, on the right we got the fake, and this time we are doing the Tokyo 5s. All right, they're both the same size, they both are 10.5, but as you can see, the box is larger on the retail, and these are slated to release on September 27th, I believe, for $230. So the Japan exclusive already came out, but the US version or the worldwide version is September 27th. All right, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully you can get yourself prepared. If not, that's what this video is for. So both size 10.5. This box is smaller, and this one you can see the cardboard lines on it on the retail. This one not so much. Usually, or in the past, it's been the opposite, where the retail box is smooth, and this one, the fake, you'll be able to see the lines. Not in this case. All right, they got the Nike Air on the box, on both of them. Jumpman on the top. The labels and all that. Y'all can pause it right there, see if y'all see a difference or whatever. I see that metal RDF or whatever the thing is called on the back of both of them. So there you go. Both of them have it. I believe that these lines are a little bit more bold than the barcode on the retail. And the lettering right here seems pretty spot on. So that's all we got for that. Let's get into the shoes. The paper, you can see by the paper, right, that the retail is more shinier than the fake one on both sides of the paper. So that's just something to take note for too as well. All right, this one does not. It does have a stamp inside the box right there. Let's see if I can get it right there on the retail. On the fake one, it also has a stamp as well. Cardboard separator on the fake one. The YCM sticker down there on the fake one. Cardboard separator, YCM sticker, but it does look different. All right, and I'm gonna try to get y'all a picture of that because it does look different. I got this from Sneaker Dunk from Japan. It was authenticated and all that good stuff. So that's where I got those from. Now let's get to the shoes. Now, this pair comes with a tag, because I guess it's over there in that country. US version probably will not have that, and this version doesn't have it that I got here in front of me. Besides that, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I haven't looked at them yet, so I'm gonna be just as surprised as you, and we're gonna go through the motion. Freestyle this. Y'all know how we do. If you have been from other videos, you know how we do. All right, the Jumpman on the back. Jumpman on the back look pretty accurate. It's pixelated, a little bit more pixelated on the fake pair, which is on the right. Look at his legs, the arm, and all that. So a little bit more pixelated on the fake. Stitching looks pretty accurate. Color seems pretty spot on too. Nice suede on both of them, I might add. Yeah, just the color alone. Let's take a look at that color. Is it really 100% accurate? Y'all tell me. I think it's pretty accurate. In my eyes, it looks pretty damn close if it's not 100%. What does look different is up here. It looks like it has more tumbled leather up top here by the collar, and like more suede than this one. This one doesn't look like you can see the suede movement too much unless you put it at a certain angle, and there's not really no tumble suede up top, so that goes a little difference. Color look pretty, kind of look like a little mustard color on both of them. Maybe this one maybe could be a little bit darker on the fake one. Not too much of a difference, at least from what I'm looking at. Maybe on camera, once I take pictures, it'll be different. But I can see it a little bit of a difference here in this little triangle. This does look a little darker than that. So look at the height. See if I could tell of a height difference. I don't know. It looked the same height to me. Looks the same height to me. Let's take a look at the outsole. We got the translucent blue. Looks a little bit more brighter blue on the fake one. And I can see more of an outline on the Jumpman on the fake one. You can see like the outline all the way through the Jumpman on the fake and on the retail. You don't really see outline like that. If you do, it's like really thin. So that's something to take a look at. Make sure that's accurate. Other than that, everything looking pretty spot on. Yellow, if it ain't 100%, it's 99.9. Looking pretty good. Right here on the front. The tongue on the fake Jordan 5 always going to be a little bit bumpy. I've been seeing a lot of retails lately with a little bit of bumps on the tongue. This one, it's not perfectly straight. It got a little bump right here. Right? So it's not perfect, but this one has more of a wave on it on the fake one. The cutout of the Jumpman definitely looks different. Let's take a look at that. Look at the cutout around the Jumpman. Looks more engraved on the retail. Looks more smooth and not so engraved like that. The depth of it on the fake one. So that goes a little bit of a difference. Jumpman. Look pretty accurate. He might look a little chubbier. Pause on the fake one. You know what I mean? I noticed the laces look like they a little bit different. A little bit different of threading. A little bit like a looser threading on the fake compared to the retail, nice and tight. So you don't see much of a pattern on the retail compared to the fake. You see it a lot more clear on the fake. Let's take a look at this tab right here. Is the gray 100%? Might be a little lighter gray on the fake one. I think it might be a little bit lighter gray on the fake. All right, take a look at this cage right quick. Cage looks like it's the same shape. Got gray behind it, look pretty accurate. Got this 23. I didn't know this was a 23 until somebody pointed it out to me. And then they say once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's pretty accurate. I think this one is a little larger than the retail. So the fake 23 does appear to be a little bit larger. Not sure if that's the case. And maybe just because this lettering right here or the numbering, it's boxed off. Or here it's like more round. The fake one is more boxed off, so it might look a little bit larger. But that's all I noticed with the difference on that. We got the speckle paint. It's random, right? Speckle paint is random, so we're not gonna focus too much on that. Always, I try to tell y'all the posts, the separation of the posts. Zoom in, you can see they're kind of butted together. You don't really see much separation right there on the retail. As per the fake, you can see much, a bigger gap in between the posts. And it seems to always be the case between the real and the fake. So that's like the number one way I determine whether the shoe is fake or not. All right, we got the yellow stitching on the toe. Looks pretty good on both of them. Can't really say nothing. It kind of looks neater on the fake one, to be real. Toe box. Take a look at that toe box on each one. To me, it looks pretty accurate. The shape of it looks very, very on point. It's pretty wild to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking up top from the bird's eye view. scary close. Scary close. They both got that widow peak right here in the front. They both got it right here, but this is less visible on the fake one. And more like I said, continuing with that tumble leather. Looks more like a tumble leather, kind of like the bike air on the fake one. I do like that actually. I really do like that. And man, I mean, these joints right here, scary close. Scary close. That's pretty wild. All right, we got the Air Jordan behind the tongue. Seems to be very accurate. The stitching looks good on both of them. Look at that. They getting better and better, man. It's getting harder to tell certain things. Like I said, that post, once they get that right, man. If you don't get your joint from Nike, and even then, it's a possibility they might have did a little switcheroo on you. You got the paper on the inside. You know, the retails put together like that. The fake one, just, they did whatever. So that's a difference right there. It's hard to get to the side sag as usual. So I will show you a picture on the screen, because it's hard to get a clear view, but that's the retail. And this is the fake. Excuse me, pardon me. But yeah, that's the fake right there. The insoles and the footbed. We're going to do a Blacklight. We're going to put them on a scale. We're going to do all that good stuff. Because that's what we do around here. We get detailed information. The insoles right here look very good. Look super spot on. This looks like a little brighter yellow than that. And I guess that's the common theme with this shoe. I believe that the retail is a little brighter than the fake one. And not noticeable. Like if it was just the shoe by itself, you would never know. Side by side, you might could see a difference. But yeah, the writing looked good. It's cut off around the same position. The yellow's a little brighter, like I said. They both got the stamp inside the shoe, as you can see. Came off on the back. They both got the engraving right here. You know, I guess it's the engraving is a little deeper on the fake one. You could see it a little bit easier, but pretty much the same. Right, so we're gonna look at the footbed from the retail. Got a thick piece of tape in there, masking tape. You got a blue stamp on the footbed, and remember these came from Japan. We got black stitching on the footbed, and I don't see any other stitching down there. The black stitching on the footbed looks pretty neat. This one, you got the stamp, you got the tape, but it kind of came up. So it is a big square piece of tape too. Black stitching on the footbed looks kind of messy compared to the retail. Not gonna lie. And then you don't see the extra lines on the footbed, kind of like a blueprint, like we do on the retail. See the extra lines, the dotted lines, and all that good stuff. We don't see that on the fake. So a couple differences, and I say go over them again. I say the cutout, the cookie cutout on the tongue around the Jumpman looks different. Looks more detailed on the retail. The post on the bubble, right? We got the 23, looks more squared off on the side right here. The color might be slightly darker on the fake. And what else we said? The gray on the this thing right here might be a little lighter on the fake one. And then the footbed, a little bit of a difference. And the outline around the Jumpman. So that's, and the color blue on the outsole. So those are the major differences. That's how you could differentiate the retail from the fake. Let's check for any differences with the Blacklight. The way the shark teeth is glowing on both of them, so that's pretty accurate. We don't see any guidelines or anything like that on the fake, so that's not gonna help you there. I think I can see the white piping a little more right here than on the retail, so that might be a little different. The lace lock, you can see it glowing on the fake one. The lace lock does not glow on the real one, so I guess the plastic itself is a little different. On the tongue, nothing crazy. Let's take a look at the outsole. On the outsole, it glows a lot more. On the doesn't glow at all on the retail, and it glows on the fake one. So that's something to note. And on the footbed, nothing really going on there. So let me see some with the insoles. Look, same thing. So the insole, same thing. So the thing I could tell you to look out for with the Blacklight is the lace lock. That's pretty much it. And the piping right here. Right, besides that, everything else is pretty Gucci. Pretty much the same. Now this shoe, my right pair has the laces in the bag. This one came with the bag too with the laces, but I already laced up the right shoe as I did a review before. So I took them out the bag. I can't remember if they was laced up the same, but the bag is a lot smaller on the fake one. The real one, the bag is large. This one, definitely a lot smaller. So a couple differences, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, but hopefully that can help y'all decide whether your pair is real or not. And then last but not least, let's do the scale test. Right here, we got the retail. 124. And right here, we got the fake one. And even remember, guys, this has like an extra tag on it. This one doesn't. And this one is 1.14, 1 pound, 4 ounces. So it's heavier even without the tag on this one. It's already heavier. And that is usually the case, guys. With the replicas, always seems to be a little heavier. They always seem to use thicker material, things like that. So is that a problem? I don't know. But all I can tell you is that's the difference. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys hit this shoe for retail, because this thing is a beauty. And if you don't, you know, I think I paid $300 total for these before they came out. So that's not even a bad price. So I got a feeling they should be available at a decent amount. You know, I'm talking about quantity. And if you can't get your hands on it for some reason, I don't think the resale will be that bad. That's my opinion. I'm not an expert or nothing like that, but hey, man, that's all I got for you. You already know the vibes. I love y'all. Thanks for rocking with your boy. You feel me? The love is real. You know I love y'all back, man. At the end of the day, rock what you like, not 'cause it's hype. Stand out and never blend in. Holla at me till next time, you heard? 100.